There has been a growing demand for foreign currency. That demand has been linked to many developments, including Guyana's growing economy and the increase in goods sought. At least one government official has said local authorities are probing the possible sale of foreign currency to foreigners, a transaction driving up the demand even further. Now, the Bank of Guyana has been able to regulate the market, releasing funds when necessary. But on Tuesday night, Guyana's President Dr. Irfaan Ali outlined a new plan that should help local stakeholders better control the foreign currency situation in Guyana. The president's plan has 9 points and responds to some of the issues observed amid the hike in demand. Point number 1. Any request for foreign exchange by any customer to commercial banks for the importation of goods to Guyana would require every customer to provide the commercial bank with a copy of the commercial invoice, on the basis of which the commercial bank may then release the foreign exchange to the said customer. The president said such a system already exists, but there are instances of over and under invoicing that must be dealt with. Now for point number 2. Any customer that submits a request for foreign exchange upon arrival of the goods in Guyana will have to submit a copy of the invoice and the bill of lading to the Guyana Revenue Authority. The documents must also be submitted to the commercial bank for verification. Now, this allows the stakeholders to verify that the goods were purchased and that those goods were brought to Guyana and not taken to any other destination. Now for point number 3. If a customer fails to submit the certified copy of the invoice, the bill of lading, and a GRA compliance to the commercial bank, then that bank shall not release the request for further foreign exchange. Now, point number 4. The commercial banks will submit copies of the bill of lading and the commercial invoice to the Bank of Guyana for further verification. The president said a new window will be set up at the central bank, and it will be one allowing robust monitoring and clearing so that these new policies do not cause any delays in business transactions. Now for point number 5. Each commercial bank will have to ensure that personal credit cards are used strictly for personal transactions and not for the settling of business obligations. Now, the president said this particular measure comes in light of a spike in credit card transactions, moving from $91.3 million in 2023 to $347.5 million in 2024, and already up to $252 million this year. Now for point number 6. In cases where there are related party transactions and inflated invoicing for capital flights, the entities found responsible will be penalized. Now, capital flights in economics refers to the rapid outflow of a large amount of money or assets from a country or region due to several regions. And President Ali said this is unfair to the system. Now for point number 7. In cases where foreign exchange in the form of currency is being taken out of Guyana, the source of the currency will have to be declared. Now for President Ali, this must be done whether the currency is purchased from commercial banks or on the road. Point number 8. Entities registered in Guyana under the local content laws that are providing services for the oil and gas sector must maintain a local bank account in which the foreign currency earnings shall be remitted into that said bank account. President Ali said local content legislation will be amended to reflect this. And finally, point number 9. A single window post-clearing system will be established at the Bank of Guyana, through which reconciliation and prior transactions between the GRA, commercial banks, and the central bank will be completed before new requests are facilitated. It is important to note that President Ali said these measures would all be implemented with immediate effect. For the newsroom, Irfaan Ali.